What is going on, guys? It's Matt here, and in today's video, we got another Inkwell Note. All right, August 13th, 2025, post Stargazer, upcoming plans. I'm extremely excited. Let's just jump right into it. All right. Hello, Maplers of Global Maplestory. This is Hambyol O, Chief Product Officer, also known as Inkwell. It's been a while since the 20th anniversary commemorative video. The content that we specifically prepared to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Global Maplestory this year has been released one by one, and we're grateful that many have enjoyed it. Moshen and the expansion of familiars to all remaining regions is something that many of you have been requesting for a long time. Absolutely. As for the release of Sia Estelle, some of you have figured it out early while watching the 20th anniversary commemorative video, and it brought us simple joy to see you discover the little hint that we had hidden. Bro, I knew it, man. That little twinkle, that little star. Also, sorry if you hear the rain in the background. It is there's a thunderstorm right now. Because this Inkwell Note just dropped. Please be good. Please be good. Thanks to your enthusiastic support, we will continue to create an even better Maplestory. Today, I'd like to address a few recent issues, then talk about the post-summer updates and Maplestory's future direction, which many of you are curious about. Absolutely. Information about Boss Power Crystals. Okay. First, I'd like to provide some clarity on Boss Power Crystals, which were mentioned in a previous Inkwell's note. In that note, I let you know that we would review the sales trend of Boss Power Crystals and then reflect the results in the game by version 260. After sufficient internal discussion and review, we ultimately decided not to adjust the weekly sales limit of Boss Power Crystals in GMS to keep it at 180. This decision has already been implemented and reflected in the version 260 update. However, we did not make our stance clear in advance, and this led to confusion for many. Absolutely. I would like to take this opportunity to reiterate that after taking GMS's service environment and unique balance into account, we have decided to maintain the weekly Boss Power Crystal sales to a limit of 180. This information was previously announced in the official Discord channel, but the message wasn't clear, leaving some people to believe that matter was still under review. I would like to inform you that it has been officially confirmed as no change. Okay. I mean, I would prefer the reduction to 90 and then just make the crystals better. You know, increase the top end, decrease the lower end. The point of the game is Legion champions anyways. In the long run, 6 Legion champions. Have that be like your big money maker. I don't know. I hope that they continue to review this. You know, as of right now, I guess this is okay. But I hope they continue to review this and eventually make some adjustments in the future. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just going to keep running down my 180 crystals per week. And if I don't feel like it, you know, then, you know, I'll just do the most that I can for that week. It is what it is. I'm still really good meso right now. Would have liked to seen an increase in not global Maplestory. I would have liked to seen an increase in interactive boss crystals. You know, keep it at 180, but interactive definitely needs more meso, in my opinion. And since we're not getting Azimuth Canyon at all, then yeah, like I would really like to see that for interactive. But anyways, neither here nor there. Introduction of the public test server. We're getting a PTR. What? Well, it's a PTR, but oh my god, how long has it been? Due to the recent occurrence of numerous bugs and subsequent increase in service downtime, many of you have expressed concerns about server stability. As a result, we are internally reviewing the introduction of a public test server as a way to reinforce our bug and quality management system. Discussion about a public test server actually began last winter, but at the time, we decided it wouldn't be feasible to pursue due to various practical constraints and conditions. However, over the summer, the need for one was once again highlighted internally, with a consensus forming across various departments, and we are pushing forward in a more concrete direction. Upon review, we concluded that the introduction of a public test server isn't something that can be simply be resolved with schedule adjustments in the development and operations department. It involves building new infrastructure and introducing changes across the entire production process, and it's something that will take some time. While it won't be feasible to have this ready this year, our goal is to introduce it in the first half of next year, the first and second quarter of 2026 at the earliest. I think this is good. When they say that they want to build new infrastructure and introduce changes, I think this might be similar to like how KMS does their public test server, which would be fantastic. And then you give like some kind of an incentive to reward players for finding bugs depending on the severity of it, and then like reward them with like Maple points or stuff like that. I think that's how KMS does it. But I mean, being able to test out content before it comes out and be able to report things, especially bugs, to hopefully not go live. That's crazy. That would be really good. So I am all for this. I am hoping that this is going to be better than like the last public test server, but it seems like they understand the vision, and yeah, hopefully this will work out very well in early 2026. Interactive World Merge and the Auction House. As previously announced, the 262 update will include the Interactive World Merge. This merge is something that has been consistently requested, and as announced in one of last year's Inkwell Notes, it will be implemented in version 262, releasing on August 27th. Making decisions and preparing for the World Merge required a lot of discussion and time, but we followed the process of finalizing our decisions by incorporating as much feedback as we could from our prior survey. I'm a little disappointed that it's 2 servers and not 1, but okay. However, even with this, we recognize that we may not be able to fully satisfy all players, as there were various opinions on how to handle the merge within the survey. In particular, many interactive world players had opinions on auction house fees after the world merge. After carefully reviewing this matter, we have concluded that given the characteristics and conditions of interactive world currently in GMS, it'd be better to operate the auction house fees in a matter different from the environment in KMS where this feature was originally made. Accordingly, we have decided to waive the 10% fee that was to be applied in Interactive World's cross-world auction house transactions, releasing in 262. There will be no fees to utilize this auction house. We hope this will contribute to a more positive outcome for the Interactive World Merge and enhance the experience of our players even more. We don't view this World Merge as a task that's done and over with. Okay, it's good to say that. But we'll continue to review and implement additional measures as needed even after the merge. I hope they just do 1 server. I get people are, you know, like fine with 2 servers, but no auction house fee. That's great. That's great. So fucking stupid. And I mentioned this, like, you know, in the previous video about Interactive World Merge. They're you know, watching stuff. They're gathering feedback and taking action. So no 10% fee. Nobody wants to pay extra money, extra Maple points with Meso to be able to trade, you know, even between servers. It doesn't make any sense. And now there's only 2 servers, so it might as well just be 1. And by that I mean, like, you know, like there, you know, because there aren't like that many servers, you know, like the idea of a fee anyways. Oh my god. It is really dumb. Jesus. Okay. That's really good. That is really good. I like that. No 10% fee. Let's go, Inkwell. MapleCon LA. Okay, next topic. Damn, this Inkwell Note's kind of long. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of Global Maplestory, this year's Maplestory Fest will be held under the name of MapleCon LA. We are expanding the scale and preparing diverse content in a new format to appeal to even more people. Last year's Maplestory Fest was a huge success thanks to the enthusiastic support of many. At the same time, we also received a wealth of constructive feedback. Based on that feedback, we're implementing various enhancements and improvements across various aspects of this year's event to further elevate the experience of attendees. It was like really packed, you know. They were extremely ambitious. It was the biggest Maple Fest ever to date. Very, very packed. You couldn't tell like what was a line and what was just like, you know, a way to get like across the venue. Yeah, the ventilation was like extremely poor. I mean, it was really good if there's no people there. But then once you have like the hundreds and hundreds of people, probably even maybe over 1,000, like, yeah, like that's cooked, you know, that's cooked. But I don't think it was 1,000, but it was definitely a couple hundred for sure. We've planned this year's MapleCon to be the biggest event of its kind, befitting the 20th anniversary of GMS. We're putting significant effort into designing a new space, developing content, and expanding infrastructure to deliver a more immersive experience. I'm so excited that I can't even read. However, due to enhancing the overall quality and expanding the scale of the event, combined with recent unexpected changes in internal and external circumstances, the budget required for this year has significantly increased compared to previous years. To stay true to the quality of the event, we're aiming for, while minimizing the burden on attendees, we've been exploring various solutions with the entities we're collaborating with, including securing additional budget. Even with this, the ticket price this year will unfortunately have to increase compared to last year. I think that's understandable. But if they put on a great event, I don't think it really matters, honestly. This could be disappointing to those considering attending, but we ask for your kind understanding. I think that makes sense. If this is going to be like their biggest, convention yet, then it makes sense to increase the price even if we don't like it. On-site events hosted by GMS, such as Maplestory Fest and MapleCon LA, allocate all budget and generated revenue directly towards recouping the costs of the event preparations and operations. These events do not seek or generate additional profit and have always been designed to express our gratitude to players who support Maplestory. With this in mind, if further ticket price adjustments aren't feasible, Team GMS has been carefully considering how to provide a matching level of satisfaction. We're preparing to enhance the perks included in the ticket to the extent that we can. Some gifts included with your ticket. Okay. So there's different tiers. All attendees will get an eco bag, socks, stationery, and lanyards. You also get a colorful neon sign damage skin unit. Vac pads. Oh my god. A chair. And then obviously chat label ring, title, and medal. No stats, just cosmetics, right? And then platinum tier. A vinyl record and commemorative pin. Ooh, MapleCon LA 2025 special reward coupon. Okay. General admission, choose one. Platinum tier, get both. So there's a decorative reward box. So premium coloring prism, 5 of those. VIP royal hair and face coupons. And then this puppy NX. Or you can get 2 mag pots, 20 EXP nodes, 10 Karma Bright Cubes, and 18 star level 250 scroll. So you can get a free 18 star Eternal. And Soul Urda and Soul Urda Fragment Selector coupon, 2 of those. Okay. Damn. Okay, interesting. Ticket sales will begin on Friday, August 22nd Pacific time. Final ticket prices and detailed ticketing information will be released via a microsite within the official website on Monday, August 18th Pacific time. Okay. Team GMS is committed to making this year's MapleCon LA even more enriching and enjoyable. We are striving to make the best use of your valuable time. We appreciate your interest and support. Now, I would like to formally share our direction and plans for key features of upcoming game updates. All right. I just realized that I've been muted for like a good 10 minutes or so, or maybe like 5. But I basically read 262, and I was going into the direction of the upcoming winter update. So, oh god, I'm just gonna speedrun this, okay? 262 and 263. We are getting Legion Champion, Night Troop, and Mulong in version 262, August 27th. And we are getting everything else, basically. We're getting a short 4-week patch cycle. On September 24th, we're getting everything else. 2-minute balance patch, boss reward improvements, 2-minute Oz rings, Hexstat 3, Baldrick's UI, Destiny weapon, Cash Shop UI, MVP revamp, right? We are getting all of that. Night Troop and Mulong is going to give Solar Fragments to build up your Legion Champion, so that kind of makes sense planning-wise. Should be like about 1 to 3k frags, depending. I'm not sure on the exact number, but it's going to give a nice chunk of fraggies for whatever character you want to put it on, right? Oh my god. Version 263, we're going to have the 2-minute balance patch, right? 2-minute Oz rings, Baldrigs, Destiny weapon, complete UI overhaul, character creation, main UI, equipment, inventory, tooltips, cash shop as well. And that's basically it. Okay. Rip. I was muted for all that, but that's basically the TLDR. Really nice 2 updates coming up very soon. But we are here for the direction of the upcoming winter update. All right. The process of establishing Team GMS last year and launching GMS's own service with a new team wasn't easy. I'm sure it wasn't. The past year has been a journey to grow GMS as an independent service to prove its unique value both internally and externally. Thanks to the support and encouragement of many, I believe we've reached a certain level of stability and success in navigating these changes over the past year and this year, although there are still areas where we have room to improve. It's still a buggy mess, but I'm hoping that the public test server is definitely going to help this and improve this long term, right, to the future, at least for next year. While we've achieved meaningful results in terms of quantitative growth of the service this past year, I feel that we didn't pay enough attention to some of the relatively small but crucial details. Therefore, this winter, we plan to focus on the finer details alongside major content. In particular, we aim to enhance the quality of the gameplay experience by focusing with care on unique features exclusive to GMS so that our GMS Maplers can experience the improvements firsthand. This winter's update will center around quality of life improvements over exclusive content. So no Ride or Die 3? I guess we're all for it. All right. During this time, some major content from KMS will be selectively applied. Ooh, I don't like that. Selectively. But GMS's development and resources will be mostly focused on improving the overall GMS gameplay experience through the development of quality of life features and the continuous care of those features. At first glance, these kinds of tasks may seem minor and inconsequential compared to the considerable development cost and effort they require, while also offering little immediate visible impact. Given the limited resources available, these tasks have often been lower in priority or even overlooked until now. However, thanks to the overwhelming support we've received from you last year and this year, we have been able to form a general consensus on the development direction to improve the game's long-term quality. This winter, we're finally ready to put these plans into action. While this is still in development and subject to change, and although there are additional improvements we plan to share once they are more fully prepared, let me share the items we're currently working on, prioritized by category. Okay. Expansion of level 3 link skills to all jobs. What? We're getting 15% all stat back? The max link skill level for all jobs will be increased to 3. They're showing Ho Young link right here. IED, extra 5 IED, and extra 5% damage against 100% HP mobs. This will address the existing imbalance issue where only certain jobs get to enjoy this benefit. Yo, okay. Okay, level 3 links across everything. That's crazy. Additional ways to acquire equipment and restore destroyed equipment. What? We recognize that Maplers are facing difficulty obtaining high-level equipment and need to rely on monster drop rates for items, especially in a heroic world where trade between players is restricted. When we were considering the introduction of Star Force expansion feature from KMS, we concluded that the benefit of increasing the upper limit of player power needed to be maintained, but that the acquisition structure of spare equipment, which is currently focused on boss loot, should be revamped to align with the GMS environment. When we bring over that feature, we plan to prepare various restoration methods and spare equipment acquisition routes commensurate with the time and effort players have invested. 1. Wait, so we're getting all of this? A system that allows players to collect fragments of high-level equipment and exchange them for a completed piece of equipment. Pitch Pity? Huh? A system to restore destroyed equipment via a quest. Oh, so you get like maybe like once per week or like a daily. An item dedicated to restoring destroyed equipment traces during the Star Force enhancement process. A proxy? Reducing the penalty for destroyed items during the Star Force enhancement process. Just lower the boom rate. Word. Yo, what? What? I can't even like... Are we getting all of this? Or is this just what they're thinking about? Like, we might get one of this. It says various restoration methods. What the fuck? And I thought I was excited for level 3 links. What? Nah, that's crazy. That is crazy. What the fuck? That is absolutely insane. Let's continue though. Equipment progression assistance. We plan to provide a way to help Maplers gradually grow their equipment to help alleviate the high costs associated with preparing alternative equipment for item burning and to ease the high cost of replacing or upgrading equipment in situations where only minor improvements to current equipment are needed. Okay. A support system that helps with replacing item burning equipment step by step. Okay. A system that allows short-term rental of specific equipment. Equipment rentals? Okay. Interesting. I mean, that's good. That's good. That helps newer players like significantly. Familiar system improvements. What? I was just talking about this on stream, how we haven't seen anything to familiars since 2020. It's been 5.5 years. Literally. April of 2020. The familiar system has not undergone significant improvements since its revamp in 2020. So we're making several changes aimed at improving convenience, providing familiar system presets. Okay. What does that mean? Like to in-game, you know, so like you can swap out your presets, like, you know, stuff like that, or just like unlocking like all 5 or some shit like that, so you don't have to like buy them. I don't know. Expanding familiar inventory and bag slots. Okay, especially for heroic, like we need this shit. Being capped at 100 is so fucking stupid. Removing less preferred elements from familiar potential and adjusting potential stats. Adjusting potential stats. Wow. Okay. Yeah, removing less. Bro, this is great, but this is not like everything that needs to be. In my opinion, there needs to be more. If you're going to keep like the way that things are, we have to improve like tiering up familiars. Bro, just make it 100% and double the cost of familiars needed, okay? We hate failing epic to unique like 8 times in a row. Shit is ass. Also, mystical familiar cards, include them in the shop, okay? For familiar points. Like, it's about time. Stop being stingy. We need it, okay? Better tier ups. You know, removing less preferred elements like shit lines. That's great. Increasing familiar inventory. That is great. Presets, great. But tiering up needs to be better. Cubes as well for familiars needs to be implemented. But this is a great first step in the right direction. Absolutely. I also mentioned something about being able to extract familiars to be able to transfer them at least once within your account. Not sell them, not trade them, but at least be able to like extract a familiar potentially from your character and being able to transfer them once, right? Just limit it to like once. So it's not like, I don't know, like you can't like abuse it or overly whatever. That at least I would love to see that, you know, like you hit something on your mule, you want to give it to your main. I'm not saying that because I just hit, you know, that happened to me, but like that would be nice. That'd be great. Honestly, that'd be very pog. Okay. Progression convenience for multiple characters. Maplestory is structured to encourage the progression of multiple characters, as evidenced by Legion. Yes. So we are improving convenience with things like sharing prerequisite quest progress, between characters within the same account to make quest progression easier and allowing the free transfer of some equipment between main and alt characters. Oh. Characters within the same account will share progress on prerequisite quests. Sure. Weekly quest completion limits will be changed to daily. Ooh. Okay. Okay. What is that? The transfer of Absolab and Arcane Umbra equipment between characters within the same account will be supported. Oh. Does this mean boxes? Like for reboot? Being able to transfer like Absolab boxes and Arcane Umbra boxes, maybe. Not actual equipment, right? Like not actual gear. Huh. I wish they would expand upon that a little bit. But also the weekly quest completion limits will be changed to daily. Do we want that though? Like more chores? You know, I don't know, like Dark World Tree, Scrapyard, like are they talking about like that, stuff like that? I don't know. I'm unsure about this, but we will see. We will see. Okay, system convenience improvements. We're improving the convenience of various basic systems, like a favorites for the event list. Adding a favorite feature to the event list, allowing immediate price changes when relisting unsold items on the auction house, and enhancing convenience in extraction/inventory organization. Okay. Cool shit. Other convenience improvements. There will also be various other minor improvements, improving the process of opening cache items, like style boxes, I guess. Allowing the bulk opening of content reward boxes. Simplifying the text that needs to be input when obtaining certain items. Okay. Arcane symbol /claim. Adding an invincibility status indicator when using invincibility skills. Okay. Please regard this as an introduction to our current direction and the ideas we're working on. We'll be providing further details and updates at MapleCon LA and in future patch notes. We believe the new developers who have been hired, joined, and trained over the past year are now more prepared, and we plan to invest additional development resources by this winter, focusing on the areas mentioned above. We look forward to how this will enhance the actual gameplay experience. If we receive a positive response from many Maplers, we'll do our best to continue making improvements in this direction in the future. From what I've just read, and if I understand correct, this is great. Okay. Massive W. This is fucking great. Closing. Further details about the winter update will be shared at MapleCon LA in October. Thank you for reading this long post. Despite our shortcomings, Team GMS has been steadily growing, and we have prepared a small gift to express our gratitude to all those who have supported us. Since the upcoming Midnight Carnival will take place against the backdrop of Mulong, we specifically prepared some cosmetic items that suit the theme. We hope you enjoy them. And then we get a thank you gift. 2 Magpots, a symbol selector coupon, 500 Arcane or 100 Sacred, 3 Solar to, selector coupons, 300 fragments, 30 mystical familiar cards, 20 EXP node stones, 5,000 EXP vouchers, 10 VIP boosters. A magical Lotus hairpin, permanent. Oh, it's not 90 days. It's not 90 days. Oh my God, it's not 90 days. And a magical Lotus effect cave. Okay. It's permanent. The claim period for this is right now, actually, August 13th until August 26th. Okay. Get this from the Maple Administrator NPC. Any town, quick move. Right, Maple Administrator, and then Inkwell thank you gift. Okay. We will continue to prepare a global Maplestory that will provide Maplers with a ton of fun in the latter half of this year. Thank you. From Hambyol O, Chief Product Officer with Team GMS, and we got Dr. Lim right there. And we got a bit of a Nautilus theme and a bunch of gifts coming. Okay. Ooh, I like that bear. Is that hinting for the winter update? I don't know. Octopus events? Octopus? A little octopus on the bottom right? Octopus event coming soon? Yeah? Yeah. Maybe. And that's it. Oh, man. What an Inkwell Note, bro. We've been waiting for this, and he fucking cooked. He delivered, dude. The gifts are great, as always, but it's not the main thing that we're looking here for. He did mention a lot of, like, small changes, but, like, it's about damn time, right? Familiar system improvements. The spare situation, level 3 links. I didn't even think about expanding link skills like level 3 to like everyone, but it makes sense, and they're doing it. That's crazy. That is crazy. And now we know a little bit as well, future pipeline on when, like, you know, 2-minute bounce is coming, and Baldrix and UI revamp. End of September, we're gonna like whet our appetite a little bit with Night Troop and Mulong and Legion champions. That's Pog. I'm here for it. And then they, you know, we talked about MapleCon interactive. You know, no auction house fee, public test server. Boss crystals I'm a little indifferent about, but like it is what it is, right? So now overall though, this has been a great Inkwell Note. Shout out to Inkwell Team GMS. All right, I know you guys get a lot of shit from the community, but time and time again, you prove that you understand the community. You ultimately, you know what you're doing. Questionable after that last Maple memo, not gonna lie. But you know what you're doing, and you are fucking delivering, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, I do greatly appreciate it. And I am very excited to see what is to come for the future of Maplestory. I mean, just like in the winter update, second half of this year, but also in 2026. All right. That's going to be it. Let me know what you guys think about any and all of this down in the comments down below. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.